Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing with you guys something that I'm so excited for. I am going to be sharing with you guys the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy Palette. So this was something that I was on the fence about. I don't feel like I really use the Gingerbread Spice Palette as much, which looks like this. So the reason why I don't really use this one as much is because once I found out that this was almost an exact dupe for the Too Faced Fortune palette, I think is the one that it is. I did do a video on that, so I'll have the links down below for you. But once I figured out that this was a very similar dupe to that, I kind of felt like, you know what, I wasn't reaching for this as much. It is a gorgeous palette, don't get me wrong, but this palette, guys, this palette, the extra spicy. So I was kind of on the fence about getting this, again, like I said, because of the fact that I didn't feel like I really used this one as much, and because I kind of felt like this one looked similar to the Morphe 3502. But then once I saw that Ulta was having a sale where everything was 20% off, and that included, and that was after the extra spicy palette came out, I was like, I have to have that palette, because it's gonna be on sale, and I can also use some of my points to drop the price down. So I personally bought this palette for 30 bucks, which I don't feel like is bad for a Too Faced eyeshadow palette. Too Faced does make some phenomenal eyeshadows, especially in their palettes that are kind of like this. I feel like those are the palettes, that eyeshadow quality is the best eyeshadow quality that they have. So again, this is what the extra spicy palette looks like. So just to show you guys a quick little comparison of the two, over here, this is the gingerbread spice palette, and this is the gingerbread extra spicy palette. So it is definitely a little bit warmer than the original. I'm actually pretty here for it. You know, I usually don't, I know it sounds crazy, but I don't gravitate towards warm eyeshadows as much. It's like certain tones that I really like. So like more of the pinkies and the reds and like the deeper oranges. That's really what my vibe is. So, but yeah, this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. It is absolutely gorgeous. And honestly, guys, I think I like it better than the original Gingerbread Spice palette. Just the color family in here, I feel like I would get a lot more use out of this. Like, I can do my everyday neutral, but then I can brighten things up a bit with some of the pink or the orange, you know. And then you have this really gorgeous black. So it's really a black that has like teal shimmer in it, which I know a lot of people hate that, because I'm going to show you why. So, I mean, I feel like you can still see the glitter, but once you blend it out on the eye, that glitter is going to go away, and it's just going to be a black eyeshadow. So this is really just a black fancy eyeshadow, which I don't mind. But anyways, and I just think it's so cute how they put like the little boy gingerbread man and the girl gingerbread man on here, you know. So it's kind of like they had little Gingy over here found his wife down here, you know. So I think that's super cute how they did that. And actually, because of the fact that the Gingerbread Spice palette was so popular, I don't know if it's permanent, but I know that it did come back for the holidays, so that's pretty exciting. So I didn't even tell you guys what this video is all about. I'm just telling you about the eyeshadow palette. So what we're going to be doing with this eyeshadow palette is an idea that I thought about when I did in my last video, which you guys will probably see by now. But it is basically doing like a fall week, like a fall spirit week type of thing, where I do monochromatic looks with different fall colors, because fall colors are totally my vibe. I feel like they're most people's vibes, to be honest. I'm here for the fall. I love like a nice vampy lip. I love you know, the warmth in the eyes, you know, kind of makes the eyes look smoky and sultry. I really, really love that a lot. So I definitely feel like this is the perfect fall palette, but it's also the perfect just everyday palette. I really see myself using this a lot more, and even on like clients and stuff, I really, really see myself using it on them. So what I decided to do is we're gonna do first impressions, which I already told you guys what it is. Really, we're going to be doing a review slash demo while also incorporating this monochromatic theme. And today's monochromatic theme, if you guys haven't been able to tell by my shirt and also by my outfit, is orange. So we've already done burgundy, and then here we have the orange look, and then I haven't filmed it yet, so I don't know in which order this is gonna go. So this might already be up, it might not. But my other plan is to do an all yellow look, a cranberry look. So cranberry is more pinkier than burgundy, an olive look, and a brown look. So I'm really excited for this. I think that monochromatic looks are super stunning. It just is very cohesive, you know, and I feel like you can't really make, like, a monochromatic look can't really look that dramatic. I know that sounds kind of weird, but like, because of the fact that it's all one universal tone, um, it doesn't look like too bold or too crazy. I mean, the color that you might pick might be bold and crazy, but I feel like it still doesn't look, but it just doesn't look like weird, you know. I feel like it looks very cohesive. So that's one thing that I love about monochromatic looks. They're actually one of my favorite looks to do. And I feel like you can be pretty creative too with your monochromatic looks, you know, like, and you can just go all out with it too. So if you guys want to learn how to do this really gorgeous orangey look that I did using the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy palette, then just continue watching. So we're starting off with the Extra Spicy palette, and we're going to start off with a color called Plenty of Dough and apply that into the crease. And I'm just going to messily apply this in the crease, and then I'm going to go ahead and start deepening it up with in a pinch. And I'm taking this pointed taper blended brush and just applying that in that same crease area. And then I'm going to go into the shade called Butterscotch and taking a dense fluffy crease brush and applying that right above. And I'm really going to pack this color up because I really want to make sure that you can see it through in the transition shade. And then I'm taking Extra Spicy and I'm applying that on the inner and outer corner of the eye, and we're going to create a very subtle halo look. And I'm taking that on a similar brush to the Morphe M433 brush, just like a regular crease blending brush. And then I'm just going to go back into that brush that had the butterscotch shade and just making sure that it blends in really nicely and that that butterscotch shade really pops. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some of this color called Half Baked, taking it on a flat synthetic brush. I'm going to wet the brush a little bit, and then I'm going to go ahead and apply that into the center of the eye. And this is just going to give that nice wet look to the eye, give you that extra dimension. And we're going to do the same thing on the other eye right here. You don't have to be too precise with this because we are going to blend everything together at the end. So just keep watching. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my finger in the color called Candy Queen and apply that right on top in the very center of the eye. And this is just going to make the eye really pop and add some nice dimension. And then here I'm taking that brush that we took that Extra Spicy color on, and then I'm just making sure that it blends in with the gold and making sure that all the colors blend together. Then I'm taking this color from MAC. I forget what color the blush is, but it's just like a peachy blush. It is limited edition, so I know it's discontinued, but it's one of my favorites. And I'm taking this duochrome highlighter from NYX, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto my cheekbones. I've seen multiple colors that look just like this that you can use. It's like an orangey gold color. And then I'm going to go ahead and take In a Pinch and Extra Spicy, apply that to my lower lash line. And I really want to smoke this out. So we're going to take that M507 from Morphe and then take a larger brush and just kind of blend those two colors together. And then I'm taking Cookie Cutter and I'm applying that into the inner corner of the eye. And we're going to go ahead and blend that inwards. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a brown eyeliner, and this is optional, you don't have to do this, but I felt like I needed to. I'm putting that into my waterline as well as my upper lash line, and I'm going to make this kind of messy on my upper lash line. I don't want it to be too like intense, I just want it to look like there's some definition. Apply some mascara. This is the Monsieur Big from Lancome. And then we're going to go ahead and put on our lipstick. So I forget what color this one is called, but it's from Carity. I'll link it down below. I want to say it's like Tea Cookie, and this lip gloss is in the color called Georgie. I really love this duo together. I think it is absolutely stunning. It's like a beautiful burnt orange terracotta color. Alrighty guys, so that is the end of the video. So yeah, like I told you guys, my thoughts on this palette, I absolutely love it so much. I really love the detailing on the palette too. If you notice, there's like a little flame coming up from the spicy, which I think is super cute. And I always think that Too Faced makes some of the most gorgeous packaging out there. Them and ColourPop. ColourPop is like the affordable, pretty packaging, while Too Faced is like the more high-end, pretty packaging. I feel like they always come out with such gorgeous packaging, and they really do play to the theme very well. Even though sometimes they do go a little out there sometimes with some of their looks or some of their products, but I love it. I'm totally here for it. And if you hate Too Faced, I'm sorry, this video is not for you. But if you guys love Too Faced and if you guys want to check out this palette, I highly recommend this eyeshadow palette a lot. Like I said, I feel like this, and I'm not just saying this because I've used this palette maybe once or twice, to be really honest. I keep it in my collection because I like to reference back to it. But other than that, I don't feel like I get that much use out of this eyeshadow palette. The only color that I really love from this eyeshadow palette is this Hot Toddy shade right here, because as you guys are looking at it, it looks pink, but as I swatch it, it looks orange. It is such a cool color. I can't even like get the camera to show you guys how freaking cool this Hot Toddy shade is. See, it still looks red. I don't know why it looks red, but on my hand it looks orange, so I just think it's so cool, the way that it reflects like that. But anyways, yeah, so I highly recommend this eyeshadow palette. I think that it's a must. I'm sure that they're gonna have sales again. If they don't have a 20% off on Too Faced, they'll probably have the Sephora VIB sale or the Ulta 20% off before the holidays, which is actually how I got the gingerbread spice palette. I got this with the 20% off coupon from Ulta, so I'm sure they're probably gonna have it again. In case if you guys are wondering, they are the same width. That is pretty much it for this look. I hope you guys did enjoy it so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this review as well. And stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then,